Well, if you made your way to the polls today, you likely encountered some rain. It made for some treacherous driving conditions, flooded freeways across the Bay Area, and kept the CHP and Caltrans very busy. Our Henry Lee joining us now live from Oakland with the latest on conditions out there and the impact of all this wet weather. Henry?
Yeah, Alex, if you don't have to drive, stay inside. But if you are behind the wheel, drive slower, drive defensively, and don't assume you can make it past flooded roadways. When it rains, it pours and floods Bay Area roadways. Law enforcement then scrambles to keep drivers out of harm's way.
And we're all trying to find these areas and identify them prior to something happening. But again, we are going from call to call to call to call.
This was what it looked like Tuesday morning on Highway 84 between Ardenwood and Thornton in Fremont. Caltrans says pumps in the area for some reason have been off, which caused the lanes to flood. The CHP temporarily shut down both directions. Those pumps were later turned back on to remove excess water. And in Sunnyvale, officials sent out traffic advisory warnings in the morning, saying both sides along the intersection of Fair Oaks and Tasman were flooded. It cleared up within a couple of hours.
When we get ponding on freeways, a lot of times it's because the drainage has been clogged and we need to send a maintenance team out there to unclog the drain.
Before major storms, road crews check and clear culverts, basins, and inlets. But Caltrans spokesman Bart Ney says there's often a second thing to blame.
Or it could be a malfunctioning pump, in which case we have to replace or repair the pumping system. Those are the main reasons that lead to flooding on freeways.
The CHP says the rule of thumb when it comes to flooding: don't risk it.
It is incumbent on drivers to use some common sense and understand that if you see standing water, you don't know how deep it is, and you don't know what's underneath there, don't try to drive through it.
Drivers might assume it's okay to drive through because they don't see flares, cones, road closed signs, or officers blocking their way. But the water doesn't have to be very deep for it to get sucked in the engine and kill it.
Take a second to think. Can you find another way around and find another way to work? Or do you want to risk getting your vehicle stuck, not only now being much later to work, but also now having to be rescued? And on top of that, having to go through the cost of fixing your vehicle.
So in wet weather, expect delays, drive slower. If you're riding a BART, the system also might experience delays because the trains too need to go slower so that the wheels don't slip off the rails. Reporting live in Oakland, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.